I love my 23F girlfriend so much, but she's holding me 26M back in life. Can love not be enough sometimes? We have a great connection, we spend amazing time together, and I've never loved somebody that much. We've been together 2 years. But I feel like I can't progress in life if I'm with her because of her lifestyle. She doesn't want to work and relies on money from her parents. She's very anxious and depressed, so she doesn't do much. She's in therapy for anxiety and depression and claims she's been looking for work, but then again, regarding the work thing, she's been saying that for over a year. I don't doubt she does, but she applies to 1 or 2 things a week. I told her it's not enough, she needs to take this to the next level, etc. But nothing changes. So, because of all of this, I've gotten trapped in an abusive dead-end high-turnover job that I can't really leave because the pay is decent and I need it to support both of us. She might pay for her part of the rent, but all the rest is on me. I absolutely hate the job, and I know that if I wasn't with her, I would have quit, lived with less for a bit, then bounced back, which I did a couple times in my life. My life has been the exact same for this past year and a half. Go to the job I hate, find my GF in the bedroom playing PS4, do my own thing, I'm a social media content creator, which she bitches about. Go to bed, rinse and repeat. She complains I don't include her in plans and make decisions on my own a lot, but when I ask her what she wants to do, I get no response. It's either I do it, or nothing happens. Most of the time nothing happens anyways. At the moment my current project is return to my home country when the pandemic is over and start a fashion business with one of my childhood friends. We got the whole thing planned out. Grow my social media presence to the point I turn it into stable income. Become creative director of a good brand instead of the absolute shit show of a company I'm working for at the minute. Where is my girlfriend in this? Nowhere. But in the back of my mind I'm always hoping she'll make the efforts. She told me she wants to come. I told her okay, find a way to make an income and try to learn a bit of the language. I can teach you. Then nothing happens. I can't bring myself to break up and go on my way because I love her so much, but I feel like I have to. My questions to you guys is there a way to make her understand that she needs to do something or she's going to lose me? If we're past that, how can I bring myself to break up with her knowing I still love her so much? TL, Doctor, GF is stagnating in life. I am looking to grow but she's holding me back. Loving her too much to break up. Conflicted as to whether I can still get through to her. Update. Honestly, all the comments were really eye-opening about how I did put myself in this situation by enabling her so much while thinking I was just helping her mental health. And also how at this point it is very important that I sort this out if I don't want to wake up in the same position a year from now. Overall, it did light a fire under my ass. So I decided to give it a last chance and have a discussion with her, asked how the job search was, how her therapy was, basically checking up on everything. Turns out she has not been to therapy for a while when I thought she did, and she told me she did, and applied to 2 jobs in the past month. So I've sent her a list of jobs she could apply to because she told me there was nothing for her. She didn't even open the message. Last straw. I've decided to break up, which I told her. It's like I haven't said anything. She went back to bed, back to the PS4. Tried to get though to her that she needs to make a plan to move out. Got completely ignored. I have her mom on Facebook and I'm thinking on messaging her. Is that a good idea? Any other things I could do to make her realize this is serious and she needs to leave our apartment? She's not on the lease and hasn't paid rent this month. She doesn't have to leave now, but I'd like her gone in the next month because I have a feeling she's going to try to manipulate me back into the relationship. This happened 2 times already. It's not the first breakup. If I don't end this sort of quick, I want to rip the band-aid off and move on. You don't love her. You love the idea of her. That person doesn't exist. She's playing PS all day because it's easy and comfortable, all the while criticizing you. That's not a relationship. I dare say she doesn't love you either, but it's comfortable for her that you take care of her. Either put your foot down and give her one last chance or just leave her. To answer your question, no, love isn't everything in a relationship. Frankly, it might account for 40%. Things you need for a successful relationship: love, respect, trust, communication, similar morals, similar goals. Basically you and your girlfriend lack respect and lack compatibility of goals. So, no, love doesn't conquer all. Without those other elements a relationship will fall apart. Don't set yourself on fire to keep others warm. She's just real immature and needs a kick in the butt. Stop providing so much for her. If she asks for money, tell her you want to save money because you need to find a new job, which you should be doing anyway. Tell her that if she stays home then she needs to work at home. Cooking, cleaning. What do I hear? She doesn't want to do that because it's sexist. Then she can find a job. And once she is providing to the life you have together financially, then you can stay home and clean and cook. True. I am looking for another job, have been for the past 6 months. She does house chores sometimes through, maybe once a week. She's not likely to change anytime soon, and if you continue to sacrifice so much for the relationship you're going to eventually become resentful of her and fall out of love anyway. I would let go of the rope and pursue your goals, because every day you waste trying to carry her dead weight is a day you'll never get back. She is responsible for her life situation and it's not your responsibility to do all the work in any given relationship. It's one thing to support your partner during a difficult time, but another entirely to be doing everything all the time like you are now. Depression is a legitimate problem, but it doesn't excuse anyone from the responsibility of our actions or inactions. She has to decide, fix herself, otherwise it's never going to happen. My mother is an example of this, and my father has wasted his entire adult life dealing with the consequences of her outright refusal to contribute anything ever to the relationship or get help for herself. She's just been wallowing in the pit of despair for 40 years and is fine with it because he's always taken care of everything. He's a used up shell at this point and it's probably going to kill him soon. My 22F boyfriend, 24M, has Tinder. Okay, I've never felt so confused in my life. This is what happened. I've been in a relationship with this guy for 11 months, and things have always been great. We spent the entire day together yesterday, and started watching movies in the evening. He fell asleep, and the screen on his phone lit up with a Tinder notification. I got mad instantly and woke him up to confront him, but his response shocked me. I'm on Tinder, but I'm not looking for any kind of encounter. I've always been loyal to you. On my profile I invite people to match with me if they have some kind of issue that they would like to talk about and they don't have anyone to do it with, so I like every profile. Okay, so I thought this was complete bullshit, so I asked him to show me the app, if that was the case. He agreed. He had over 200 matches, not only with girls but also with guys, and as far as I know he is straight. I asked him to show me the conversations, which he agreed to do. He wasn't lying. What I saw were many people telling him about the death of relatives, of pets, or them losing their jobs, etc. I'm completely lost on how to feel and what to think about this, and would really appreciate some external opinions. Thanks. Too long didn't read. Boyfriend has a Tinder account where he only talks to people that tell him their problems, not a single sign of cheating. Don't know what to do. It's a little weird, yeah, but harmless I guess. What I would take some issue with, is that he never told you. That's the thing that strikes me as a bit off. I mean, if he has hundreds of matches it'll take up quite a bit of his time and he obviously enjoys helping people. Now OFC, you're not obligated to share everything you do with your partner, however it is kind of implied that you share interests, hobbies, or other things that generally keep you busy. Mostly because, well, you want your partner to be involved in your life, really. So that's what I'd ask him about. Not a red flag or anything, just kinda odd. It's extremely odd, I'll give you that. But if all the evidence has been given and supported, then get him on Reddit, haha. It's kinda nice. A lot of people find comfort confiding in a stranger. He just sounds like an oddly nice guy. Sounds like he's telling the truth. If he wants to give advice, suggest r/relationship_advice. It's perhaps the perception of that app which is causing the conflict. The fact that he was transparent and didn't fight with you about it is a good sign. My mum will die before I turn 18 and I need make the most of it. This has been an emotional post to make and I got the news the other day. If you want the details I can say, but it is an incredibly rare brain disease. My mum is a very loving and incredibly nice person who has done so much for me and I do not want to lose. I hope people here can help me make the most of her last few years. Ask her to write letters for future you for you to open on special occasions like graduation, wedding, birth of first child, etc. I find that I miss family the most on happy occasions. I'm sorry about your mom. Make sure she always knows how much you appreciate her and why. Keep telling her more than once. Spend as much time with her as possible. Have her tell you everything she can about her childhood, growing up, etc. and record it. This way not only will you have it, but her grandchildren will know who their granny was. Pre-celebrate anything you can, and take pictures/video. Rent a cap and gown and pre-celebrate high school graduation. Rent a different cap and gown and pre-celebrate college graduation. I even saw a video once of a man who was dying, and before he died he had all 3 of his daughters, even the preteen, dress up in wedding gowns so he could walk them down the aisle for the wedding that he would miss. Ask for her advice now on things that will happen to you after she is gone, such as girlfriends/boyfriends, marriage, children, cars, housing, or whatever. Ask other young adults and middle-aged people for ideas of what to ask for advice on. Record the sessions. That way you will have her advice when the time comes that you need it and you won't be sad because she isn't around to ask. I hope this inspires you to think of other things as well, but remember that time is your most precious asset right now and you shouldn't waste it, especially with brain tumors. Just like the Alzheimer's my mom had, the person's functionality can get very low as time goes on. Do as much as you can now before it's too late. Hugs. My mom died 3 years ago. She died from her sickness within 5 years. Make videos, go on trips, take tons of pictures. Make videos and notes about everything. Ask questions like what her first job was or her wedding song, anything and everything you can think of that you haven't yet. Pick her favorite shirt and make a pillow. Get her to record happy birthday, I love you, her singing your favorite song, so you can have it when you're sad or when you're happy. Have her write I love you _. Make a necklace or bookmark you can keep forever. This will be the hardest thing to go through, by remember she loves you and always will. The days will be long after she is gone. Your sadness will overcome you some days, but she would want you to continue on forever. Days will be hard, but each will get better in time. You can PM me if you ever need anything. I'm so sorry this is going to happen. I know the world isn't in the right state for this suggestion right now, but I suggest traveling with her as much as possible. I'm extremely sorry to hear about your mom.